welcome for Prime Minister Modi in Germany. Indian diaspora has welcomed Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Munich. The Prime Minister is going to be addressing an event in Munich on COVID crisis, post-COVID recovery soon, on climate, on energy, Ukraine crisis as well. All of that is on the agenda. That address is going to take place, and we'll cut live to that when that happens. But right now, just take a look at the visuals that are coming in. Prime Minister Modi in Germany, and he's been flocked and surrounded by the Indian diaspora. He's right there in Munich, and look at the rousing welcome that the Prime Minister of India is getting in Germany, in Munich especially. Live visuals coming in at the moment, the rousing welcome on your screens right now. Listen to what's going on. These are the visuals first up on India today.
काफी उत्साह वहां पर लोगों में देखा जा रहा है और पीछे आप देख सकते हैं एक तस्वीर वहां पर
sloganeering going on in Munich as the Prime Minister has landed there for the G7 summit. The Prime Minister is getting a rousing welcome there. He's going to be holding meetings with G7 guest countries, exchange views on many issues. The issues on the agenda are COVID, climate, energy crisis, the Ukraine crisis, all of that on the agenda. He's also going to be traveling to UAE, on his way back to India. He's going to be making a pit stop to UAE where he's got something important on the agenda right there as well. The Prime Minister is going to be exchanging views with G7 countries, G7 partner countries, guest international organizations on topical issues like the environment, energy, climate, food security, health, counterterrorism, gender equality, democracy. These are the visuals that are coming in live from Munich at the moment, where the Prime Minister is getting a rousing welcome by the Indian diaspora. In fact, there was sloganeering going on, people screaming Bharat Mata Ki Jai proudly as he landed in Munich. Let's play that out for our viewers once. Let's play that out, the kind of rousing welcome he's getting. Geeta Mohan is joining us. She's a foreign affairs editor. Geeta, of course, the optics look fantastic. Indian diaspora is really giving him a rousing welcome along with Germans right there in Munich. And you can see the Prime Minister enjoying the support. People sloganeering, saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Bringing our viewers back to the G7 summit, if you could, for the ones who are just tuned in, if you could just walk them through all that's on the agenda.
Well, Chetty, interesting visuals over there, but we've seen this love and appreciation for India and their standing these days every time Prime Minister Modi goes abroad. And Munich is a place where he's been in the past as well. You can see visuals and photographs of his meeting with his mother not so long ago. And there are people, Indians, who are holding up that photograph as well. But look at the time. It's early in the morning that Prime Minister Narendra Modi landed in Munich, and you still have Indians waiting
Apologies
outside
about
the
the
hotel.
interruption. I'm coming back to you, Geeta, but there is some interaction going on with Prime Minister Modi as he's interacting with small little kids right there in Munich. Let's try and listen into what's going on. He's exchanging
तो बिल्कुल काफी उत्साह भारतीय समुदाय के लोगों में देखा जाता है जब कभी भी प्रधानमंत्री विदेशों में होते हैं। और आज अभी कुछ देर पहले प्रधानमंत्री म्यूनिक पहुंचे हैं। म्यूनिक में वो अपने होटल पर इस वक्त पहुंचे हैं, तो हमने आपको दिखाया कि किस तरह से
All right, he's interacting with small children right there who are very excited to see the Prime Minister, of course. Apologies about that interruption. Geeta, continue.
Well, so the visuals that you see of the Indian diaspora, Jeffy, They're there very early in the morning. He landed at about 5 a.m. and so they are at the hotel quite early in the morning, waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and then you can see that rousing welcome. We've seen this every time Prime Minister Modi visits countries abroad, and is the case this time around here as well. Also, a lot of children early in the morning. They must have waited for a while because of all the security clearances and screening. They must have waited quite a while inside the hotel also for Prime Minister Modi. And you see, Prime Minister Modi does this. He not only interacts with the Indian diaspora, but takes time out to especially interact with the children. You saw him signing autographs for children who'd come with drawings and some very pro-India or patriotic messages on paper. And so he signed autographs for them, which he's been doing for a while. But he just does take time out to speak with, interact with little kids, which is what he's doing over here as well at the hotel in Germany. It is an important visit, and it kickstarts with the interaction. Not this one. This is a welcome by the Indian diaspora at the hotel in Munich. But he will be having an interaction later this afternoon with the Indian diaspora. It will be about evening here in India, but around 3 p.m. in Munich. So that's when he will be addressing the Indian diaspora. So that's going to be an important event. Again, we have seen the kind of conversations and engagements he's had in the past every time he goes abroad. And in similar fashion, this has become a very important part of the Indian foreign policy toolkit, the diplomatic toolkit.